after the seventh panelist. So welcome to this session on education and training, which is tackling another angle of the story that we have been developing today in the conference. Indeed, we have here a lot about the skills gap and the lack of youngsters' interest on digital careers. For our kids, and I have two daughters, internet is today a commodity, and they tend to make a use of it which is predominantly ludic, or let's say use it for their leisure time. And what about the use of those competencies for jobs? Myself, I represent Telecentro Europe, which is an organization dealing with ICT learning centers, and we are running a self-assessment tool which is called Skillage, which allowed us to make a small study a couple of years ago, and it showed that in the field in which the youngsters were failing more was in productivity with their digital competencies. There is also extensive discussions about what it's called being digital native, being already born in the digital era. And many arguing that there is still a digital gap even between the youngster populations. So on the other side, I would say that we have been taken by surprise for this very rapid phenomenon of internet evolving so fast since it was commercially launched a couple of decades ago until now. So today we start to see many examples of new ways of working. Indeed, the parallelization to this one, it's exploring that field. And also examples in which, let's say, the traditional way of structuring an enterprise are changing dramatically, where people is inventing their own role. So what we intend to do in this session is to explore how all these shifts are, let's say, tackled from the education side, and how or which are the good technology-driven innovation examples in education that can be inspiring for us to think on all the challenges we are facing in Europe, as has been described